Well, where do we start here? Gervonta Tank Davis stops Ryan Garcia via the 7th round through a brutal body shot, which I actually didn't see live. I was like, why is Ryan Garcia, why is he taking a knee? I was like thinking that he might have quit, but no, I don't think he necessarily quit. I just think that he took a massive body shot from Gervonta Tank Davis that was lightning fast. No one even saw it in live time. That's how fast it was. And he was winded and he couldn't recover. It's as simple as that. Gervonta Tank Davis, this fight, was better than Ryan Garcia in every area, in every facet of boxing. Going into the fight, I said that, or I thought that, because I actually didn't make a fight preview. I thought that, Tank is better than Garcia in most facets, but Garcia's got some certain attributes that he can utilize to, I guess, hurt Tank Davis. And we've seen Garcia throw a couple of big punches, and he landed just a few big punches, not many. He wasn't very effective tonight. But Tank Davis showed a very good chin. Tank Davis was able to smother those punches, and he was able to clinch whenever he was, I wouldn't say hurt, whenever he did get hit clean. He didn't get hit clean that many times, though, that being said. Garcia, I actually kind of understood his strategy. Tank Davis is used to walking his opponent down. He is not used to fighting on the back foot. So it actually made sense that in the early rounds where Gervonta Tank Davis is a bit weaker, I'm going to walk him down, give him a look that he's never experienced before. But Ryan Garcia failed to implement the jab. It was he tried to implement a similar strategy, to what Tyson Fury did in the second fight against Deontay Wilder. He was pushing Gervonta Tank Davis backwards in the first, round or 2 rounds before he got dropped especially, but he wasn't doing it behind an educated jab. He wasn't using angles. His chin was in the air. He had no upper body movement. He was very stiff. So it wasn't educated and effective pressure. It was silly pressure. If you're going to pressure Gervonta Tank Davis, you need to be methodical. You can't be so rash, and you need to apply effective pressure. You need to be moving your head off the center line, because if you're just a sitting duck for Gervonta Tank Davis, if your head is in one position, he's going to land. Because Gervonta Tank Davis, whilst he is not a big volume puncher, he is by far the most accurate puncher in all of boxing right now. And he is a massive puncher. I mean, we've been talking about, well, Ryan Garcia's got speed, and that speed could hurt Gervonta Tank Davis. Well, it was actually Gervonta Tank Davis' speed that played a factor in this fight. He looked a lot quicker than Ryan Garcia. And that's what it is. It's the eye test. It's all well and good, having some fast hands when you're fighting some lower tier opposition. But when you step up to the elite level and you're fighting a Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, or Gervonta Tank Davis, that's where we can really see a fighter's skill sets. Gervonta Tank Davis, he was better than Ryan Garcia in all facets of boxing pretty much today. Gervonta Tank Davis was attacking Garcia's body, and Garcia was bothered. He had a very game face. He played it off, but you could tell that those body shots that Gervonta Tank Davis was throwing, it was breaking down Ryan Garcia. And round by round, minute by minute, he was getting closer and he was breaking down Garcia. Now, Tank Davis not only showed a good chin and a good defense, he also showed heart, because, when Garcia was making the fight rough, when he did land those hooks and those straight shots on Gervonta Tank Davis didn't fold. Oh, no, he didn't fold. He was game. He was smiling at Garcia. He was saying, let's go. Tank Davis, he's built for this. He is a tough guy, and he showed his toughness in the ring tonight. I would have thought that Ryan Garcia would have made Tank Davis look a little bit more vulnerable, so I'm actually surprised. I would say it's either a case of Tank Davis did better than I thought, or maybe Garcia did worse than I thought, because I was thinking that, Tank is going to stop Garcia mid to late rounds, but I was thinking that in the early rounds, Tank Davis would have a little bit more issues, because Garcia's speed and whatnot, but Garcia was not able to get, an educated jab going. They say a good right hand can take you around the block, but a good jab can take you around the world. But he didn't use the jab. Garcia was not using his natural attributes. What's the point being 5 inches taller than Gervonta Tank Davis, having, a greater arm length, a greater reach, and not using it? You've got to use your physical advantages against Gervonta Tank Davis. Ryan Garcia did not make the fight difficult for Tank Davis because, you know, he didn't go about the fight very intelligent. You know, you could say that Mario Barrios and Leo Santa Cruz and probably even Rolly Romero did a better job than Ryan Garcia. I mean, it's kind of a similar thing with Tank Davis. He normally starts off slow and then he catches you in the mid to later rounds. But in this fight, Tank Davis started off quick. So if Tank Davis can continue to start off this sharp, he's going to be a serious issue for, you know, some of the top guys in the lightweight division. I mean, I guess the next guy for Gervonta Tank Davis is either Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney. Now, I have always said that I believe Tank Davis deserves a shot at Haney's belts first, just because he's been at the weight class longer and he's beaten a contender in Ryan Garcia. He's beaten Hector Garcia, where Shakur Stevenson has just moved up to the lightweight division. So let's say, for argument's sake, Devin Haney beats Lomachenko next. I would hope to see Tank Davis versus Devin Haney. And then the winner of that fight maybe Shakur Stevenson. Maybe they have a rematch, but I don't know, because Devin Haney looks like he's going to have 2 more fights left at this weight class. One against Lomachenko and one at the end of the year, either against the Shakur Stevenson or a Gervonta Tank Davis. Some might argue that the Shakur Stevenson fight is easier to make for Haney because, you know, Haney and Stevenson are both at top rank. But I don't want to get off track. Gervonta Tank Davis, congratulations on your victory. Ryan Garcia, keep your head up. You know, Garcia is definitely got to get back into the, you know, boxing gym and work on a lot of things. You know, throwing the jab, moving your head off the center line. I mean, it's just the same issues that I've seen in Garcia since, you know, the Luke Campbell fight, even before that. You know, he hasn't really changed his game and adapted. He was not ready for Gervonta Tank Davis. But, you know what? He risked it all. You know, I'm not one to kick a man while he's down. So good effort, you know, from Garcia. But Tank Davis showed tonight that he is levels above Ryan Garcia, and Tank Davis might be the new face of boxing. I feel like Tank Davis needs a more sterner test in order to announce himself as, you know, the face of boxing. But if he can beat a Shakur Stevenson or a Devin Haney, then yeah, you'll definitely have to say he's 100% the face of boxing. Is he the face of boxing for beating Ryan Garcia? I don't know, but you would have to say right now, in terms of pay-per-view numbers, in terms of knockouts, in terms of just entertainment, Tank Davis is probably, you know, that guy. But I can't outright say he's the face of boxing if someone else has 4 belts. All right, guys, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. You know, what were your thoughts? Were you disappointed by Ryan Garcia? Are you super impressed by Gervonta Tank Davis? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. All right, guys, peace.